Hello students. So today we are going to start with the topic of subdivision, that is dicotyledon, that is dicots. What are dicots? The seeds produced by these plants have embryos with two fleshy leaves and they're called the cotyledons. So the seeds that is produced by these plants have embryos with two fleshy leaves and these are known as the cotyledons, and their leaves have reticulate venation that we have studied. We must have studied about the two kinds of venation. One is that reticulate venation with a network of veins, and the root system has a prominent trap roots, and the flowers have five or multiple of five petals, and the vascular bundles are arranged in a ring. Examples: pea, potato, sunflower, etc. Now the next is the subdivision monocotyledon, that is monocots. The seeds of these plants have only one cotyledon and the leaves have parallel venation. In this we have got reticulate venation, and in monocots we have got parallel venation, the two kinds of venation system. The root system consists of similar fibrous roots, and the flowers are trimerous, that is have three or multiple of three petals, and the vascular bundles are scattered and closed. Example: maize, wheat, rice and onion. So this is where we studied about the kingdom plantae, and the division and the subdivision. Now we'll discuss about the kingdom Animalia. Animalia refers to the animals. Animals have less eukaryotic cells, and they are heterotrophic. Growth of animals is limited and stops after reaching maturity. Basis of classification of Animalia kingdom: symmetry, the germ layers, and the coelom, the notochord. So the first is symmetry: bilateral symmetry and radial symmetry. Bilateral symmetry, it is when an organism can be divided into right and left halves identical but mirror images by a single vertical plane. So symmetry, bilateral and radial symmetry. Bilateral symmetry, when an organism can be divided into left and right halves identical but mirror images by a single vertical plane. Radial symmetry, it is when an organism is equally spaced around a central point like spokes on a bicycle wheel. So it is basically when an organism is equally spaced around a central point like spokes on a bicycle wheel. Germ layers. In embryonic stage, there are different layers of the cell called germ cells. The three different types of germ cells are ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. Ectoderm, it is the outermost layer that forms the nail, hair and epidermis. Endoderm, it is the innermost layer which forms stomach, colon, urinary bladder, etc. And mesoderm, it is the middle layer between ectoderm and endoderm which forms bones, cartilage, etc. So according to a number of germ layers present in the embryonic stage, animal could be diploblastic and triploblastic. What is diploblastic? Organisms which derived from two embryonic germ cells, that is ecto and endo. Triploblastic organism which derived from all the three embryonic germ layers. So we have discussed about symmetry, we have discussed about germ layers. Now coelom. Body cavity or coelom is important for proper functioning of various organs. For example, heart, which has to contract and expand, needs some cavity or empty space which is provided by the coelom. On the basis of presence or absence of coelom, organisms are divided into aciolomates and coelomates. Pseudocoelomate. Aciolomates, these are simple organisms having no body cavity. Coelomates, these are complex organisms having true cavity lined by mesoderm from all sides. These are further subdivided into schizocoelomates or protostomes, coelom formed due to splitting of mesoderm, and enterocoelomates or deuterosomes, coelom formed from pouches pinched off from endoderm. And pseudocoelomate, these are organisms having false coelom, and they have pouches of mesoderm scattered between endoderm and ectoderm. Notochord, it is a long rod-like structure which runs along the body between nervous tissues and gut and provides place for muscle to attach for ease of movement. Organisms could be without notochord, with notochord in initial embryonic stages, and vertebral column in the adult phase. So this is the structure of the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is divided into invertebrates and vertebrates, and then invertebrates further divided, and then the organ system is further divided. So in the next class we will study about phylum Porifera. Thank you.